Good Morning Britain panellist Narinder Kaur found herself on the receiving end of a car crash interview. Good Morning Britain panellist Narinder Kaur was the subject of a car crash interview after being destroyed on air by political commentator Kaur Benjamin. The ITV GMB star got caught up in a race row about prison populations while debating live on TV, insisting that black and brown people are not overrepresented in prison populations despite evidence to the contrary. Narinder insisted on the program, no ethnicity in this country commits more crime than the other. They don't. There's no evidence to prove that brown people commit more crimes. Kaur fired back, what evidence would you look for? What would be evidence that there's a difference in criminality between ethnicities? Clearly confused, Narinder replied, because sorry, explain that, what do you mean? Statistics? Only for Kaur to clarify, yeah, if you were looking for statistics to suggest that one ethnic group was more prone to commit criminal acts than another, what kind of statistics would you look for? Narinder responded, well, the government official statistics. She was then pressed, yeah, but what kind of statistics? What would it show? Prison population, maybe? Then it's definitely that some ethnicities commit more crimes than others. Muslims and blacks are massively overrepresented in prisons, Kaur said. Statistics were then shown on screen, showing that the general UK population is comprised of 81.7% white people, while 71.8% of prisoners are white. In comparison, black people make up 4% of the general population and 12.1% of prison populations, while people of mixed race are 2.9% represented in the general population and 4.8% in prisons. But Narinder fumed, that's not true, Kaur. None of this is true. You are just making up things. Kaur asked her, I'm not making up things, why would I make it up? She fired back, you're saying our prisons are actually majority black and brown people? No. He then tried to explain that white people still have the majority but black people are still overrepresented compared to their numbers in the wider population. He tried, out of a population of 3% black, if a prison population is 30% black it should be 3% black to be accurately represented. Right? Muslims as well are also massively overrepresented. White people are underrepresented in the prisons. It is the case. Why wouldn't it be the case? Narinder insisted, we are a majority white country. No. There's no proof to target that black or brown people commit more crimes, there's no evidence to that. Kaur said, there's absolutely proof. Fans were quick to brand the conversation a car crash, with one tweeting, surprised I hadn't seen this until just now. A masterclass in the Socratic method from Benjamin. Another echoed, OMG only just seen this but you all have to watch Narinder Kaur get completely destroyed and taken down by the brilliant Kaur Benjamin. If you want to watch a masterclass in how to destroy someone in an argument, watch this. It is worth pointing out, however, that further statistics have shown black people are 16 times more likely to be prosecuted under joint enterprise than white people, while black remand prisoners are held 70% longer than their white counterparts. The disproportionality in sentencing has been a debate for decades and is still raging on.